Hi, I'm going to show you how to use matplotlib on the tetralith HPC cluster as part of this course using Python in an HPC environment taught by these centers. And we're going to use matplotlib. I'm going to tell you why it's important. We're going to run it on an HPC cluster, tetralith, and we're going to create a plot with it. We're not going to skip the things that are not specific to HPC. This course is about HPC. These extra things are about getting to know matplotlib in a bit more detail. That's not the core of this course, but of course you can do this on any computer. So let's focus on the HPC part, but I do need to tell you what matplotlib is. It allows you to create figures. It's a Python library that allows you to create figures. Here we have some code. This is the simple figure it shows. It's simple code, simple figure. Matplotlib is important because it's one of the most popular Python plotting libraries. You can use it to create publication quality figures, so better than this one. And you can see an overview at this here, at this site. I'll go through it briefly here. So they have like the simple plots, and here we have the distributions. Here we have a gridded data or irregular gridded data, and here we have the 3D plots. So it covers most of your plotting needs probably. Good, so this is why we're going to use it, because it's popular for plotting. Let's take a look at the exercises. So we're gonna, exercise 1 is to run minimal code that uses matplotlib to prove that it works. And in exercise 2 we're gonna create a minimal plot to prove that that works too. Exercise 3, 4, 5 are more in depth, and I won't discuss them in this video. Good, let's start with getting matplotlib to work on our HPC cluster. Go to the documentation of the HPC cluster you work on. So let's do this. I'm going to move this documentation to the left. There, I'm going to start a new browser and I'm going to Google for tetralith NSC user documentation, and here we have it. In this documentation, I'm going to search for the word matplotlib, and let's see what we get. Is it documented? So I'm just going to take a look at what are the headers using Python, how to install use tetralith system module trunks, or there's no specific page here about matplotlib. Let's take a look at this one. Python at NSC. I'm going to search for the word matplotlib. This is how to search for modules. It seems I'm out of luck here. This does not work. Let's take a look at another one. This is the same page. It's an older PDF version of it. Maybe this one. I also see that's purple. That means something. Let's Google for matplotlib. Aha! So apparently you can use matplotlib by loading this thing. This is apparently a bundle of a lot of Python packages. And does it show how to load this thing? Let's take a look. Alright, so if we load this thing, oh, here it says how to load it. This is great. This we can copy paste to tetralith, and then we have matplotlib loaded. Let's take a look. In the next step, load that software module. Well, I'm going to copy paste this. Copy. I'm going to start tetralith. I have it here. I'm going to paste it. Enter. And now it has been loaded. I'm going to close the user documentation so it doesn't distract anymore. And now we have on tetralith, we have loaded the module that includes matplotlib. Next step, on your HPC cluster, create a script called blah with that code. So I'm going to copy paste this name. Here I type nano, which is a text editor. I add the name of the file, and then it will create a file. The content here I copy over. I click here on copy. Here I click right mouse button, paste. Then I press Ctrl O to save. I press enter to accept the file name. So it looks a bit funky here with a less than y. It's because it doesn't fit on this line. So if I move with the cursor to the left, you see that the file name is there. It just doesn't fit nicely. Okay. So I press enter to accept. Now press Ctrl X to exit. Let's do that. And now I have created this file with the content needed. Now we need to run that thing. That is simply Python and then the name of that Python script there. What do you see? 3.8.2. This is the version of matplotlib. Why is it useful to know this? Well, this simple script shows that now matplotlib works. Or seems to work at least. We can at least get the version of it. If this would not work, we have not loaded the right module for sure. If this works, which it did, means that we are probably loading it correctly. Good. Next exercise, we're going to create a plot. Let's do that. We need to create a new script, exercise 2, with that code, sure. I press up to go back to my older commands and then replace the 1 by a 2. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to use Ctrl Shift V to paste to a terminal. I press Ctrl O to save. I press Enter to accept my name as suggested. I press Ctrl X to exit. And I'm going to run the thing. There. We have created that figure. Now we need to check if it's created. Well, the easiest way is to use ls. We see that the file has been created like that. Now let's just let's take a look if we can view it anyway. So eog on some HPC clusters works to display a file. Let's see if it works here. Yeah, it works. So eog I of GNOME allows you to view graphics files. This only works if you have X forwarding enabled. If you don't know what it is, look it up. I'm not going to discuss it here. But with X forwarding enabled, eog can show you pictures on HPC clusters. Like I just did. So this proves that we got matplotlib to run properly. With this I conclude this session about how to use matplotlib on tetralith for this course, and I wish you a very good day. Bye.